right, y'all. This is our take. This is Mark, the moderator.
Thanks.com. The game is the game always.
Leaf is only family. Brooklyn forever. Shout out to Chris Paul.
Gave you the process. Get better, Joe.
All right, y'all. So listen. We're talking about the MVP award. I want to delve a little further into this about sports awards in general. Should there be a separate award given out? Should there be regular season awards given out, period? Let me just ask that question, and then we will go further.
No.
Hold on. Avery, listen to what he said. He said in sports. I think in basketball, there shouldn't be a regular season award. I don't think I feel that way for all sports.
Why not, Leaf?
Because I think in football, it's a little bit different. I think football, like, you know, the way they give their awards is consistent. Like, we never really argue the finalists for Offensive Player of the Year or Defensive Player of the Year, so on and so forth. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we've had this conversation in the NBA for years. Like, nah, this person didn't deserve to win. This person doesn't deserve to be a finalist.
But Derrick Henry last year?
Huh?
Derrick Henry last year?
Listen to what he did. How does he not win? He basically put up a triple double if you want to equate it to that. So he should have gotten it, right? But then the problem is this, like with basketball, we talk about it all the time. Like you give out these awards and then these dudes get to the biggest stage and then we like, well, but how the hell did you get this award?
Well, listen, that's what it should be then. That's called earning. That's called earning an award. If you can't stand up in the playoffs, your team don't even get to the playoffs. I mean, come on. I mean, listen. But okay, go ahead, Banks.
I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with MVPs. This is a business. You know, this is what they do. This is what they do to promote their product. This is what they do to promote the people that are part of the game. It gives people, you know, a sense of pride or whatever to feel that the person from their city won an MVP, Greek Freak won an MVP. Now to sit there and go in the playoffs, somebody doesn't deserve an MVP when somebody had 2 weeks to prepare for them and figure out their every move and say, well, they're being shut down, they don't deserve an MVP. I just don't agree with that. But I just look at it as what it is. It's a business. It's not anything more than that. It's a popularity contest. Somebody puts up good numbers in the regular season. I have no problem with it.
Leaf, go ahead. You made a face.
Yeah, because when you said like they got this time to prepare for you and study your every move, bro, that's a part of the game, bro. Like
I didn't say it wasn't.
I mean, so if you are that dude that we gave this award to, and this team got 2 weeks to prepare for you, it shouldn't matter because guess what? You're also preparing for this team. You are the most valuable player. That shouldn't stop you. You aren't the only player that they're preparing for, and they can't stop these other players. So why the hell you getting stopped? That just means, nah, bro, you ain't it. You ain't what. And I say this all the time about the NBA regular season. There's only really 8 good teams and 6 who we think are contenders. The rest, if you got some skill, you could kill them. But when it comes to playoffs, and I'm only focused on stopping Banks, we gonna see what you really made of. And it happens every year. We see dudes we be all hype all regular season. From goddamn October to April, we hype. And then here comes the playoffs, and you're like, but what happened to this dude? You ain't it. You was never it. Sorry.
I just want to throw it out there. The regular season makes false narratives and builds false puppets because of the fact is that if you can't earn it in the playoffs, then how can you be the MVP of a league? That's what's mind-boggling.
I'm gonna tell you how.
Go ahead, Avery.
I'm gonna tell you how. Because there's a lack of clarity to the award. Think about it, y'all. 6-man award given to the best statistical guy off the bench every year. Right? Rookie of the year given to the best, supposed to be given to the best statistical guy that's a rookie, right? MVP is ambiguous. It's like,
except
hold up. Did anyone peep all these awards came out, but Rookie of the Year didn't get named yet?
Oh, come on. Don't even, because they probably fighting about that. They're probably trying to figure out who's going to get the joint. Who's going to get it? LaMelo was out for all this time because it's ambiguous. You don't know what the measurement is. Like, yo, I was looking at something else. This might be unfavorable. Yo, remember 2011, if I got it right, 2011.
Thought you did your homework.
We argue about Steve Nash, but check this out. 2011, Derrick Rose got MVP, right? If you're looking at it statistically, the Bulls were minus with him on the floor that year. Like, people don't know that. You know who should have got MVP that year? Dwight Howard should have got MVP that year. If we looking at it just statistically and what a guy does for his team. So people get, there's no clarity to who get, that's why we talk about being a popularity contest and who's voting for it. The problem with the MVP, which I feel like there should be none, until y'all figure out what the measurement is, stop giving it out. Just stop giving it.
It has to be consistent.
Yeah, man, like stop giving it out.
But let me add something to this because of, I think, like, just like it's been brought up, the wording of this award is very, very confusing because to my understanding, and a caller on another show brought this up, how do you say that you're the coach of the year, but it's a regular season award? The year means when the season is completely over. The year is not over once the season ends.
I mean, you could argue that too, Mark, but here's another one for y'all. Check the flyness. Y'all heard, and y'all know I'm not a fan of dude. Y'all heard Donovan Mitchell named for MVP? Have we heard
brought that up?
That's crazy. That's crazy that his name doesn't come up.
How you got the best record? How you got the best record in the league and your name was not mentioned for MVP? We brought that up already.
Think about it. So there's no, until they get some criteria, true criteria, throw that in the trash, man. Throw it in the trash. What's the purpose of it? You know what I mean?
It's business, man. It's business. That's all you got to look at it as. I think y'all putting so much passion into something that's business. It makes the people in Milwaukee feel good that Giannis won one. You know what I'm saying? It makes people that are clear skinned feel good that Jokic won one. You know what I mean? You know, the lowest drafted MVP in history. You know, it gives the guy that, like, you know, is not as skilled, because, you know, we can say Jokic is not one of the best, most skilled basketball players in terms of physical ability. It gives those guys, you know, a little bit of hope and stuff like that. This is a business decision. It's a business award.
But then we got to turn around and argue with people about foolishness because they listening to foolishness.
Because they're going to say, yo, when you start splitting hairs, Steph is an MVP. What you talking about? See what I'm saying? See how that works? Yo, he won an MVP. You start talking about the greatest. Yo, they gotta have things to separate how you are deemed the greatest. Championship, MVP, Defense Player of the Year. They gotta have these awards to do that. When you start talking about who the greats are. So who are the greats? Who's on Mount Rushmore? Well, wait, Magic got 800 MVPs, or he got all NBA teams. So where is the stat at? I just want to know where's the stat and how they come up with the stat. That's all I'm asking.
I think the best way to describe it is probably what Leaf said a few years ago, is that when Steph won it, I think with the player vote, James Harden won it. I think the best way to statistically look at an MVP, and there's a way to look at this, who won the MVP among their peers, because I think that's the true measure of what an MVP is. When your peers are like, nah, that's that dude, that's when you know that's the MVP of the league. When you have a consensus amongst the dudes that play with this guy, say that, nah, this dude is a problem night in, night out. He's giving buckets. He defensively, he's a problem. I think that's the true measure of MVP right there.
And it's crazy because they only did that player award thing 2 years, and then they got rid of it. So Banks, I agree with you. I think it should be up to the players, and it should be up to the coaches. You feel what I'm saying, or even past players. And if we're going off of what players are saying this year, from what I read and heard players say, majority of the players had Steph as their MVP.
Steph,
I would have been okay with that. I would have been okay with that because guess what? Y'all out there would do it every night. Y'all see what Son is doing.
Y'all see that he's getting quadruple teamed and still giving up numbers, man. I mean, that's just my opinion, though.
But again,
I just think there's got to be some consistency to it, man. There got to be some consistency.
in order to do that,
every year, bro,
you got to have true criteria.
No, it doesn't have to be consistent. Why? Y'all keep missing the point. It is a business decision. This is you keep saying it, but then y'all keep being like, yo, there got to be some consistency. It's popularity. This is driving their product.
If it's about popularity, then it's not value. Then if you can't put value in something based off of popularity, that's why you can't buy into the narrative.
They're not going to call it the MPP. They're not going to call it the most popular player. They're not going to do it. MVP.
Then we don't have to buy into it.
That's fine then. Then stop buying into it. Stop getting so upset about this stuff.
No, I'm not. Listen, Banks. Nobody's upset. I'm calling it for what it is.
My thing is this though. I think what happens is we start making that transition into the playoffs, and then you start saying your guys are MVP, and those guys that are MVPs in the playoffs, they show up, and you like, yo. And I think a lot of it has to do with Giannis not showing up in the playoffs. A lot of it has to do with the Joker getting, put out second round and swept. Let's just call it like that. So I think that's really where the issue is. But it is, like they say, a regular season award. So what? So be it.
All right. Listen, like I said, I'm going to keep saying it. I can't put any value in this award for various reasons, because to me it don't stand for anything. Just fans make more out of it. Go ahead, Lee. Well, the media.
Mark, who is your MVP?
This year, Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Chris Paul.
Avery, who's your MVP?
I'm gonna say Embiid, man. I don't care how many games. Like, I think he played enough games.
Banks, who is your MVP?
Jokic.
Mine's Chris Paul. All that matters, man. What we think individually, man. Fuck it.
Listen, like I said, I see it as CP3 is not getting his flowers, and that's a damn shame, because this will be a great year to really honor a guy that struggled over various times with injuries and different things, and to watch what he's doing right now. This is the time to give it to him.
We'll say this.
Can I just add this, though?
He's starting to get his flowers. It's just not in ways that most people want to see, but he's starting to get his flowers. It's sad that it had to take 16 years for people to really understand this dude's value to a team and what he does on the basketball court, but it is what it is, man.
But let me just say, man, like, we left this dude for dead, yo.
No,
we left him for,
don't say we.
We left him for dead.
No,
so I'm talking about it as a whole. We left him for dead. Let's call it what it is, man. He got hurt. We all had the, boo-hoo for Chris Paul. They were down 2-1 going into LA, if I got it right. They were down 2-1 going into game 4. And they ain't lose a game since, if I got it right. So,
and their margin of victory is 15 points since that time.
Tough as nails, man. Tough as nails, man. I give him credit for that. But I think some of this could be remedied too. I don't know, because you got the Finals MVP, but could you possibly do a playoff MVP?
People were saying that a few years ago, that they should do it. They should have postseason awards.
But here's my thing, Leaf. Do you separate it when you go first round to the Eastern and Western Conference Finals, and maybe you have a Western Conference playoff MVP and the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and then you also do the Finals MVP at that point? That's a damn good question. That's a good argument. I don't know how you would do it. I think you're the Finals MVP, that doesn't mean you're the MVP for the entire playoff.
You're right.
Just means
you're right.
You're the best player in the finals.
That's a good one. That's a good. Or you could do like or playoff team, like how they do in the NCAA. You feel what I'm saying? Something like that.
They got to do something better. At the end of the day, they got to be better than what they're doing now. What they're doing now is crazy. But y'all, listen, this is our take, man. Yo, what's yours? Peace.
Shout out to the point guard.